Hey guys, it's Cloth here, and today instead of this Monster Legends Leaks video, we have some brand new Cosmic Mythic movesets, as well as some new leaked events. So the first event we are going to look at is the Hacksmith event. If you didn't know, Hacksmith is going to be the Golden Legends Pass monster, but you are actually going to be able to get him for free out of a breeding event. So basically what this says right here is it's just saying his trait is going to be at rank 0, he is hardened, rank 1 it becomes tough, and at rank 3 he'll protect positive effects at the start of every battle. That's a really good trait, and it says right there you can get this top monster from a breeding event and from the Golden Legends Pass. So instead of just the usual Golden Legends Pass monster where they never give them for free, you will actually be able to get it for free. You can see that again down here, the Hacksmith breeding event. And if you combine any of these combinations right here, you will actually have a chance of getting him or some legendaries. And some pretty good legendaries too, like Flamarion and Quixote, stuff like that. Or, of course, the Hacksmith. And then we also have a leaked event, A Very Merry Mission. If you didn't know, Christmas is coming up. So if you celebrate that, Merry Christmas almost. But if you don't, you can celebrate it in Monster Legends with some free stuff. So basically, if you complete the daily goals, you get 2 Xmas coins every day, as well as 1 Robo-Elf cell. I did leak Robo-Elf's design in one of my last videos. I actually think we have his moveset in this video at the end, so definitely stick around for that. And then now we're going to look at Roddy's moveset. Actually, no we don't. We have Roddy's moveset and Steamwrath's moveset. So the first moveset is Roddy's moveset. His first move deals moderate thunder damage, removes 50% of stamina. That's a pretty good move for a first move. Normally the first moves don't do anything, they just do damage. But this one actually removes stamina. And then he has deals low thunder damage to all enemies, applies stamina leak to all enemies. So basically what this monster does is he's just all about leaking stamina and getting rid of the enemy's stamina. So I think that that's pretty cool. So let's look on to the next one. We're going to look at Overhead Conductors. Removes 50% of stamina from all enemies, applies shock to all enemies. That is really good. Shock is a pretty good, I think it's called like DOT or something. And you can actually do tons of damage every turn with that. And of course you remove 50% of stamina from all enemies, which is really good since it's AoE. Then the next one is Single Phase AC, deals moderate thunder damage to one enemy, activates all cooldowns, and applies stamina leak to one enemy. That is a really good move, it does a lot of stuff. The only problem is they're adding monsters that can actually make you immune to the activating cooldowns. So this monster wouldn't be very good against those ones. So the next move is Unstable System, deals low thunder damage to all enemies, applies shock and stamina leak to all enemies. So that's like an upgraded version of the last move, except it doesn't activate cooldowns, but it's still really good. And then the next move is Cascading Failures, removes 100% stamina from one enemy, gives 1 extra turn to itself. That is an amazing move. You're basically just making it so that one monster can't move, and you just get an extra turn, so you can do whatever you want next turn. And then Polyphase System, deals low thunder damage to all enemies, activates all cooldowns on all enemies. There we go. That one's really good too. That's a good deny move. He does seem like he's going to be a deny since he has a lot of moves that can stop the enemy from moving. And then his special deals massive thunder damage to all enemies, applies shock to all enemies, activates all cooldowns on all enemies. So that is like an upgraded version of the last move we looked at. So yeah, he seems like a really good monster. You can activate cooldowns. So like I said earlier though, that will be a problem once the monsters that give the cooldown activation block to all allies come out, because he won't really be able to compete with those. And then the next monster is Steamwrath. Let's look at its moveset. The first move is deals moderate magic damage to one enemy, applies vulnerable to one enemy. I haven't seen vulnerable very much. I've only seen it on like one other monster, so that's pretty cool that he can do that. I'm pretty sure that makes it just so that you can do more damage to them, so it's like damage boost, but it's the opposite because it goes on the enemy, and anybody can abuse it, so that's pretty good. And then I'm going to go down to Broken Rail, deals low magic damage to all enemies, applies vulnerable to all enemies, which is really good. It seems like this monster is going to be applying vulnerable a lot, and if I just look at the other moves, it does look like he also gives damage boost. So let's just move on to the next move, deals moderate metal damage to all enemies, applies daze to all enemies. Daze isn't amazing, but it's not bad, so that's definitely a good move. Then the next one is All Aboard, applies double damage and torture immunity to itself. That's really good. And then Choo Choo applies damage boost to itself, gives 1 extra turn to itself, requires cooldown. That's pretty good too. Giving 1 extra turn is always good, and it's damage boost, so you can damage boost yourself and then attack right away. And yeah, it just works really well. Coal in the Oven deals very low magic damage to one enemy, applies vulnerable to one enemy, gives one extra turn to itself. That is really good. So you can use that move, and then you can use Choo Choo, and you can do double damage and have vulnerable on the enemy, so you can just do tons of damage, and that can probably kill most monsters, so that's really good. And then 15 horsepower deals low magic damage to one enemy, gives one extra turn to itself. That is really good. And then its special deals moderate magic damage to all enemies, applies vulnerable and damage boost to itself, gives one extra turn to itself. Hold on, let me look at this real quick. Okay, so you can have 3 extra turn moves on this monster at the same time. So you can use 3 or 4 moves. You can use 4 moves in one turn, which is very amazing, and some of them apply damage boost, some of them apply vulnerable. So you would probably do the damage boost one, and then do the vulnerable, and then do a big hitter attack. And then you can just probably wipe them out in one turn. You can basically pick any monster and kill them in one turn. This monster seems super good. I think it is inside of the race. So if you want to join my team, you can. It's called Reborn Zombs, and I will let you in and you can help us with the race. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.